Breaking news. Rhea Ripley has commented on Buddy Murphy's post a day before WWE Raw. The star is heading into what will be a huge Monday Night Raw for her. For the past several months, Rhea Ripley has been involved in an intense feud against Liv Morgan, as the two have been fighting for the women's title, as well as going after each other. With Dominic Mysterio betraying her and the Judgment Day splitting up, it only added more reasons for Rhea Ripley to have issues with Morgan. It's safe to say that things have not been going too well for her. At Bad Blood, Ripley will face Morgan for the Women's World Championship in a rematch, and with Dominic at ringside, things will be difficult for her. In the meantime, she still has Damian Priest and appears to have found a new ally in JUSO as well. However, before Raw, it was Buddy Murphy who posted a picture of the two of them and called themselves the Addams family due to their outfits. With the support of her husband, even though he is in AEW, Ripley is heading into an important episode of WWE Raw, as there are only 2 weeks until Bad Blood now. Ripley commented on the post, showing her appreciation for him as, "Things have already changed within WWE, with Ripley and Damian Priest not part of the dominant Raw faction any longer. Both stars must prove themselves all over again and show that they can do it by themselves. Not only will she have to win at Bad Blood, but Ripley will have to do it knowing fully well that Dominic Mysterio and the rest of the new Judgment Day could interfere at any time." As the lights dimmed and the familiar theme music blared through the arena, anticipation hung in the air ahead of WWE Raw. Fans were buzzing, not just for the matches, but for the unexpected drama that unfolded on social media earlier that day. Rhea Ripley, a fierce competitor in her own right, had recently reacted to a heartfelt post made by her husband, Buddy Murphy, on Instagram. The couple's public display of affection and support sent waves through the wrestling community, intertwining their personal and professional lives in a way that resonated with fans. Buddy Murphy, known for his incredible athleticism and in-ring prowess, had taken to Instagram to share a candid moment that showcased his love for Rhea. The post featured a black and white photo of the couple during a quiet moment backstage at a previous event, with Murphy's arm around Ripley as they both shared a laugh. The caption read, "In the chaos of our world, it's these moments that matter the most. Proud of you, always. #MyRock, #LoveWins." Murphy's post was a reminder of the strength of their relationship amidst the hectic schedules and pressures of professional wrestling. Fans flooded the comment section, expressing their admiration for the couple, many referring to them as a power couple and a dynamic duo. In true Ripley fashion, she didn't hold back in her response. Shortly after Murphy's post, she took to her own Instagram stories. With a smirk on her face, she posted a video of herself flexing in the mirror, playfully captioning it, "Always here to support my man, even when he's busy trying to keep up with me. The Mighty Mates." Her response was met with an outpouring of love from fans, who adored the playful banter that showcased their relationship. It highlighted a balance between her fierce persona in the ring and her softer side outside of it. It was evident that their bond was built not just on love, but mutual respect and admiration for each other's talents. As the hours ticked closer to Raw, wrestling forums and social media platforms were alive with discussions about the couple. Fans speculated on how this romantic moment might influence Rhea's character development on the show. Would it lead to a storyline involving both wrestlers, or was it simply a display of their personal connection? Rhea, who had been on a meteoric rise within WWE, was known for her no-nonsense attitude and relentless drive. As she prepared for her match that night, the sentiments expressed by Murphy fueled her determination. She was not just fighting for herself, but also representing the bond they shared. Backstage at Raw, the atmosphere was electric. Rhea's fellow wrestlers were buzzing about her husband's post. Many admired the couple's dynamic, recognizing how they uplifted each other. Rhea's best friend and fellow competitor, Liv Morgan, teased her, saying, "So, are we expecting a Murphy versus Ripley tag team next? Because I'm here for it. Rhea chuckled, brushing off the suggestion with a wink. Who knows? The ring might not be ready for the chaos that would bring. When Rhea stepped into the ring that night, she felt invigorated. The cheers from the crowd echoed in her ears as she stood across from her opponent, a seasoned wrestler looking to prove herself against the champion. The energy in the arena felt different. Rhea was focused, her heart beating in rhythm with the excitement around her. As the match progressed, Rhea showcased her athleticism and raw power, countering her opponent's moves with precision. Every time she executed a suplex or delivered a powerful strike, she could almost hear Buddy's voice in her head, encouraging her. The emotional connection she had with him propelled her forward, reminding her that she was not just an athlete, but a fierce competitor with someone who believed in her unconditionally. Midway through the match, as Rhea was delivering a devastating move, the camera panned to the audience, where Buddy Murphy sat, cheering loudly. His presence provided her with an extra boost of energy. The crowd noticed him too, erupting in cheers as he waved and encouraged her from the front row. After a particularly impressive finisher that left her opponent sprawled on the mat, Rhea stood victorious, her eyes scanning the crowd until they landed on Murphy. She smiled, raising her arms in triumph. The moment was electric, showcasing not just her victory, but the unity and support they shared. After her hard-fought victory, Rhea took a moment to catch her breath and soak in the atmosphere. Backstage, she was greeted by her fellow wrestlers, all congratulating her on the win. But the moment she most looked forward to was seeing Buddy. When she finally found him, their reunion was nothing short of perfect. Rhea pulled him in for a tight embrace, feeling the warmth of his support. "Did you see that?" She laughed, her adrenaline still pumping. "I could feel you cheering me on." "Of course. You were amazing out there," Buddy replied, pride evident in his voice. "I always knew you had it in you." Their conversation shifted to the post-match interviews, where Rhea knew she'd be asked about her performance and possibly about Buddy's influence on her career. As she stood in front of the camera, the interviewer leaned in, clearly eager to get her thoughts. "Rhea, tonight was a spectacular match. How does it feel to have such a supportive partner like Buddy Murphy?" Rhea smiled, her eyes shining. "It means everything. We both understand the grind and the dedication it takes to succeed in this business. Having someone who genuinely believes in me and supports me makes all the difference. He's my rock, and I'm proud of everything he does."